What is going on, guys? My name is Brendan. Topher's not here today, but I'm going to be doing my first solo commentary for the channel, and we are the Septic Bros. So today, I figured that, the majority of the subscribers that we're probably going to have, or the audience that we're going to try and attract, is going to be, high school students, college students, people after college, maybe, people in middle school or whatnot. So I thought a good way to, really introduce the channel is by giving some perspective. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is picking colleges. And I don't want people who have already picked their college to click away from the video, because I have 6 factors that I'm going to be talking about, and I think that it's very important for people, who have already gone to college or are in college to, go back and kind of reflect on those decisions that they made and make sure that they were the right ones for them, and just, kind of having that conversation in the comment box and talking about the schools that people go to. So the first thing on my list is college right for you? In society nowadays, a lot of people are really being pushed in the direction that you have to go to college or something like that, But I want to let you know that throughout all of society, all time, you don't have to go to college to be successful. And I'm not talking about just a Mark Zuckerberg or that kind of example, but people who go to trade schools, you can make a good living doing different type of things. So if you want to be someone who is in the beauty field, beauty school is probably the best for you. So going and paying and getting in debt $30,000 to eventually being a hairdresser is probably not the best move to make. So I think it's very important to understand what you enjoy, what you want to do, and what you want to get out of your college experience before you jump in and pay $30,000 to $60,000 per year, because that can be absolutely expensive and you might not get any return on your investment. So number 2, what school is exceptional in your field? So I know you do not have to go into college and really know exactly what you want to do, but if you do know what you want to do or have some sense of direction, figure out a simple Google search. Say I'm an economics major, which, I am an economics major. Type into Google, what are exceptional economics schools, and then you can narrow it down to a list of schools that are great in your major, and you have professors that are really working towards what you want to do, and you can have networking and people can help you become more employable, and having that college on your resume with that program can help lead you to get a better job. And when you're paying this kind of money, you want to get that and extract that educational opportunity. So going to a school that is great within your field is very, very important. And I can't stress that enough. If you're going to be a biology major, you don't want to go to a college that literally just started their biology major or, has it just being kind of a background major. So that is the second point. Number 3 is, do you want to go to a big or small university or college? For me, I ended up choosing a liberal arts college, so a very small school. And initially, all through high school, my sister went to University of California, Santa Barbara. So I always wanted to go to a large school, with more of the college environment, more of that type of experience. And I ended up choosing a small liberal arts college for a basketball opportunity. So for me, it was, go to a big school or attend a small school and be able to play a sport. So I know that there will be a few of you guys that are watching this video that have a similar situation, but you really have to understand that there are pros and cons in both different schools, So you have to go down the list. What is important to you? Is it important to you to get freaking hammered on the weekend and go to a football game and have the opportunity to meet a bunch of different people in your classes full 400 students or so, have the opportunity to be in a huge Greek life situation? Or is it more important to you to go and have a 13 student to professor ratio where you can really understand and go to office hours and have a relationship with your teachers and be in a very academic heavy school? That's the one I chose. But the con of that is, I feel like I lost a little bit of that college experience, where I can't go to, for instance, like the Oregon Ducks football game and have that be my school and feel proud of that. I instead have a small liberal arts college with academics and way heavier over athletics. And not to say, big schools are very academic heavy as well, but you have to look at the specific school and understand if that is the right fit for you. And, make sure when you decide on a school, you go visit that school. And you not only go visit that school and not only take a tour, but you go talk to students that attended that school and get their critique or their feeling of excitement of that school. Because for me right now, this is kind of my ability. I'm going to be talking more about this in a different video. about what it's like to go to a liberal arts college in 2019. And I've got a lot of different thoughts on that, and that's going to be a longer video, and I'm going to have Topher in on that as well. But for me right now, you have to incorporate big or small school, and it's very important to do so. Number 4 on the list is weather. I'm from California myself, and I went up to a school in Oregon. I knew the weather was going to be a little different, but of course, I did not look extremely into it. It is very rainy in Oregon, and I knew that, but I didn't really want to think about that. My first, 3-4 months, I was in the shitter. I was absolutely depressed. There was clouds. I didn't see the sun for maybe 2 months, and that was just so weird to me. And the fact that I didn't really think about that within my decision made me kind of wonder. I could have gone and played in a school where there was better weather, a smaller school, but of course, I didn't really factor that into my decision, and that really was something that made me kind of unsure whether, I made the right decision or not. Although, I would never take the decision back now because I made extraordinary friends. But, that is a very, very important aspect of your college decision. Number 5, we already kind of touched on this, but athletics, is having a great athletic system very important to you? Do you want to support that system, or do you want to, I can watch it on TV, So do you want to be someone who goes to an Alabama football game and says, yes, I'm a student at Alabama, I bleed those colors? Or do you want to be a student at, say, Oberlin College and be like, oh yeah, I love the Oregon State Ducks, You got to understand that, and, really, that's probably not huge up on your list if you're not actually an athlete, but, that actually is a huge part of some people getting that college experience. So really take that into account as well. And I think a good way to go about these is by, numbering what is the most important to me, and then bringing that down to what is the least important to me, and that can help you narrow down your college decision. You guys might judge me a little bit for this one, but I think attractiveness is very, very important when you pick a college. I didn't really think about it too much because when I went to a liberal arts college in Oregon, I did not realize how unattractive the people would be. I'm talking, guys, girls, it's probably a 50% chance that a girl has either shaved hair or purple hair. And, this is something that I can't really talk about too much up there, but, with my subscriber base, the channel, I want to be able to talk about just about anything. So really, it can be a huge factor for people, and don't think that you're not, you're a bad person for this, but it can be important because, I didn't realize that it was going to be this crazy. And then when I got to this school, it was like, oh shit, I cannot find a significant other at the school, or I can't have fun at the school. So really take that into account. And I know it might not be that big for some people, but other people, you might be thinking about a small school or a big school with very unattractive people, which, statistically probably should not be the case. But there are smaller schools with attractive people. So take that into account on your visit, maybe take a look around, go ahead. Maybe, some of you subscribers might be swiping a little bit on the university. So go ahead and take that into account. So those are the 6 things that I wanted to take a look at. Obviously, I want you guys to talk to me in the comments about how you made your decision, but also we can also talk about some other factors, because there are other factors there that could be very important to the decision making. But these were my 6 factors. So thank you guys for watching this video. Go ahead and subscribe and like the video if you can. I know this was a little unorthodox without Topher in the channel, but being from 2 different places, this is gonna be how a decent amount of the videos come out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a comment on how you guys liked it, and have a great rest of your day. Peace.